This isn't a hypothetical crisis. It's unfolding right now, July 26, 2025. The world is watching as the United States faces a turning point that will shape its future for decades. The headlines are relentless, the tension is palpable, and the stakes have never been higher. America's tech giants, Google, Microsoft, Tesla, are quietly preparing to leave. Offices are being emptied, assets are being packed, and confidential plans are being drawn up behind closed doors. The exodus is no longer a rumor, it's a reality that's gaining momentum with every passing day. The reason? A hostile administration in Washington and a powerful new rival rising in the East. As China's tech sector surges ahead, American companies are feeling squeezed by both political pressure at home and fierce competition abroad. Trump's fury is only accelerating the exodus he claims to want to stop. His public outbursts and unpredictable policies are driving away the very innovators he once promised to champion. The irony, America First, is now pushing away America's most valuable economic engine. The slogan that was meant to protect American interests is now backfiring, leaving the nation's tech sector vulnerable and exposed. The tech industry thrives on global talent, but now, the doors are closing. Brilliant minds from around the world are being turned away, and the pipeline of innovation is drying up. The White House's message is clear: borders are closing not just for people but for ideas. The flow of knowledge, creativity, and collaboration is being choked off at the source. This is economic self-sabotage on a grand scale. The financial markets are reacting, investors are pulling out, and the ripple effects are being felt across every sector of the economy. On the ground, it means secret meetings, frantic calls to immigration lawyers, and plans to move R&D north of the border. Canadian cities like Toronto and Vancouver are rolling out the red carpet, eager to welcome America's best and brightest. Relocating is a nightmare, but the bigger nightmare is an America cut off from global innovation. The loss isn't just economic, it's cultural, intellectual, and deeply personal for those forced to leave their homes behind. The current climate is toxic for long-term business planning. Uncertainty is the new normal, and companies are struggling to chart a path forward in an environment where tomorrow's rules could change overnight. The administration claims to protect American jobs, but the reality is a shortage of qualified workers in fields like AI and quantum computing. The next generation of breakthroughs may not happen on American soil. By attacking visa programs, the government is kneecapping the very companies meant to compete globally. The best talent is being driven away, and America's edge is slipping. The result, a slow-motion crisis, as America's technological core begins to hollow out. The world's innovation capital is at risk of becoming a ghost town, and the consequences will echo for generations. The H-1B visa program was once Silicon Valley's lifeline for global talent, opening doors for the world's brightest minds to help build America's tech future. For decades, it fueled innovation, allowing companies to recruit the best engineers, scientists, and developers from every corner of the globe. But since January 2025, that lifeline has been strangled by a wave of new restrictive policies. The rules have changed almost overnight, leaving both employers and workers scrambling to adapt. Application fees have soared to record highs, paperwork has exploded into a bureaucratic maze, and audits are up, creating a climate of fear and uncertainty for everyone involved. ICE agents now make unannounced visits to tech workers' homes, blurring the line between oversight and intimidation. These surprise checks have left families on edge, never knowing when the next knock might come. The crackdown extends deep into personal lives, with threats to birthright citizenship sending shockwaves through immigrant families. Parents worry not just about their jobs, but about their children's futures in a country they once called home. Highly skilled workers now question if America is safe for their families or if it's time to seek opportunity elsewhere. The uncertainty is driving some to consider leaving, taking their expertise with them. For tech companies, this is a strategic crisis, not a luxury. The talent pipeline is drying up, and the stakes couldn't be higher for the future of American innovation. In 2024, Amazon had over 9,200 H-1B petitions approved, Tesla nearly 1,800. These numbers represent the backbone of their technical teams, powering everything from cloud computing to electric vehicles. These aren't just numbers, they're the people building the future, the innovators and problem solvers who keep America at the cutting edge of technology. With denial rates spiking, companies are forced to look elsewhere for talent, or risk falling behind in a fiercely competitive global market. The government is making it nearly impossible to hire the people needed to compete and innovate, leaving the future of American tech and its global leadership hanging in the balance. In April 2025, tech giants issued a stark warning to employees on temporary visas. Do not leave the United States under any circumstances. The message was clear and urgent, spreading anxiety throughout the industry almost overnight. Even with all your paperwork in order, re-entering the country has become a gamble. The risk of being denied entry is simply too high, leaving many to feel trapped and uncertain about their future. Imagine being a top engineer, unable to visit your family abroad for years, all because you fear you might not be allowed back into the country where you've built your life and career. Tens of thousands of skilled workers now find themselves effectively trapped, living in a constant state of fear and uncertainty, unable to make long-term plans. This persistent anxiety is eroding morale and productivity across the entire tech industry as workers struggle to focus under the weight of these restrictions. The legal framework only adds to the pressure. If you lose your job, you have just 60 days to secure a new sponsor or face deportation. For many, this ticking clock is a source of daily stress. In a job market that's growing more competitive by the day, finding a new position in such a short window is nearly impossible, especially as layoffs ripple through the sector. This rule tethers workers to their employers, stifling innovation and opportunity, and creating a power imbalance that leaves many feeling powerless to negotiate for better conditions. Companies too are feeling the impact, losing key talent to visa issues, which leads to costly project delays and disrupts team dynamics. The result is a slow-motion brain drain, as some of the world's brightest minds seek stability and opportunity in countries with more welcoming policies. Silicon Valley is learning a hard lesson. You can't build the future on fear and uncertainty. The cost of inaction is mounting, and the world is watching. While America built walls, China built the future. In early 2025, Chinese startup DeepSeek released R1, a chatbot that matched or outperformed America's best, like ChatGPT 4.01. DeepSeek's breakthrough came despite US chip bans meant to slow China's AI progress. They made R1 less computationally intensive, running on cheaper, widely available hardware. The code is open source, but all user data is stored in China, a massive data honeypot for the CCP. This strategy accelerates AI development while maintaining state control. American tech companies now face a rival playing by different rules. DeepSeek's open source model encourages global adoption, while centralized data gives them an edge. The content is censored to align with CCP values, projecting soft power. DeepSeek's rise is both a commercial and geopolitical threat. Silicon Valley has been caught completely off guard. DeepSeek R1's launch triggered a Wall Street bloodbath. Nvidia lost $600 billion in a single day, the largest one-day loss in history. The message: America's AI lead is gone, and the future is uncertain. Microsoft, Alphabet, and Amazon all suffered massive stock hits. DeepSeek's success exposed the vulnerability of America's expensive, chip-heavy AI strategy. Now, US companies must innovate faster and cheaper, even as immigration policies restrict their talent pool. Shareholders are demanding answers. How did this happen, and what's the plan? The R1 launch was a haymaker to American tech dominance. Wall Street's panic reflects a deeper fear. The era of US tech leadership may be ending. As America closes its doors, Canada is rolling out the welcome mat. Canada's immigration system is fast, predictable, and designed for high-skilled tech workers. For global talent, Canada is now the obvious choice over the US. Tech companies are expanding in Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal, creating a Silicon Valley North. If talent can't come to the company goes to the talent. This shift is driven by US policy missteps. The flow of talent and capital is fueling a self-reinforcing cycle of growth in Canada. Canada isn't just poaching workers, it's building a parallel tech industry. They're playing the long game, and right now, they're winning. For decades, US tech leadership powered the economy and global influence. That dominance was built by attracting the world's best minds and giving them freedom to innovate. Now, that formula is being dismantled. The consequences: a shift in economic power, lost jobs, and missed breakthroughs in AI, quantum computing, and biotech. If innovation happens in Shanghai or Toronto, the wealth and jobs go there. America risks becoming a consumer, not a creator of technology. National security is at stake. Whoever leads in tech sets the rules. DeepSeek's model prioritizes state control over privacy. The brain drain is happening now, as talent and startups choose Canada over California. Each decision is a crack in America's tech foundation. The stakes couldn't be higher. America is at risk of being left behind. America stands at a crossroads. Its next move will define its future. One path: renew openness, welcome global talent, and compete with China by being better, not by building walls. The other: continue down the current path, lose talent, and watch tech giants and innovation leave for friendlier shores. The tech industry drives growth, jobs, and security. Letting it wither is national self-harm. The logic is simple. People and capital go where they're valued. If America insists on closing its doors, the world's brightest minds will go elsewhere. The warning signs are flashing. The market's panicked, talent is leaving, and a new rival has emerged. The world isn't waiting for America to figure it out. The future of technology is being built elsewhere right now. The choice: compete or retreat.